I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett for Faith Positive TV. This week we're talking about 3 ways to shut up your inner critic. Our scripture passage for the week is taken from 1 John, the 3rd chapter, verses 18 and 20. John writes, "Let's practice real love. It's also the way to shut down debilitating self-criticism. For God is greater than our worried hearts and knows more about us than we do ourselves." Do you ever listen to yourself? I mean, the way you talk about yourself. Let's say a coworker compliments you on a project. Do you say, "Thank you very much"? Or do you say something like, "Well, it took me forever. You wouldn't believe how many times I had to redo it"? Or what about when your leader tells you how much she appreciates your long hours to complete a big job? Do you say, "Thank you for trusting me with it"? Or do you say something to yourself like, "Yeah, you're just saying that to sucker me in on the next one. I really didn't do that good a job"? Yeah, you meet the enemy staring back at you in the mirror every single morning, don't you? Your inner critic is a persistent odd fellow or gal who's never satisfied with anything and chronically speaks ill of you to you, keeping you from glorifying God with your work. Your inner critic comes from all kinds of places, wounds of past work experiences that have yet to heal, and that makes you lack love for God, others, and yourself. So how do you shut up your inner critic so you can work faith positive in this negative world? John tells us how. First, he says, place your trust in God. He writes, "For God is greater than our worried hearts." Your inner critic trusts no one, not even you. It's a black hole of betrayal, lies, and every other miserable work experience you've ever had. By the way, all of us have had those. So shut up your inner critic by saying to yourself, "God is greater than my worried heart." God can be trusted to work with you for your benefit and to his glory. God's universal, unlimited resources are available to you every time you ask. Things like wisdom, spiritual intuition, physical strength, and whatever else you need in the moment are with you because God is with you. Secondly, John says, put your identity in God. John writes, God knows more about us than we do ourselves. That's because God created you, knew you from the moment you were just tiny cells multiplying in your mom's womb. He has plans for your future and a hope. Your inner critic is your own creation. It's this mishmash of negative work experiences and emotional mail delivered to the wrong address by dysfunctional Eeyore vampires. Your inner critic only knows what you tell it. So tell it to shut up. You belong to God. Your identity is in God. You're a child of the creator of everything. And once you place your trust in God and put your identity in God, John says to then practice real love in God. See yourself as God sees you, the way a proud daddy looks on his child, with eyes of love. See others as God sees them, imperfect, and yet with eyes of love. Practicing real love, loving God, others, and yourself silences your inner critic, for love is God's antidote to fear. So shut up your inner critic as you place your trust, put your identity, and practice real love in God so that you increase your faith with greater joy at work and love God and others more. For Faith Positive TV, I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.
Discover your free Faith Positive coaching program, Be Still and Know, at getpositive.today/faith-positive.